So officially happy, our first class since it's been spring. So beautiful weekend. We're so lucky. Great chance to get outside and do some things, but also feeling even better about having HIIT inside. I have my window open. Let's go ahead and start with our warm up and march a little bit here. And I've got a really great workout. We're going to do all kinds of fun things. Got some regular things, some new things. So standing tall and marching it out. Just warming things up. I admired yesterday, they had 2-for-1 spray paint, or not, buy one, get one half off, right? So I got spray paint and I'm like spraying my pots, like freshening everything up. It felt really good, but I wasn't very good about protecting my hands. Let's go side to side here. So I'm trying to get the paint out from underneath my fingernails. Start to dip the hips down a little bit, and let's add a little sway of the arms. It makes you want to be able to plant flowers and everything, right? But we know that it's a little early for that. All right, feet are going to stay wide, and you're just going to start to bring heel toward glute, and then open up through the chest. Start to maybe open up just a little bit more each time. Bring those shoulder blades together. Warm that back up too. Welcome. We just got started. We're in our warm up. All right, you guys, let's bring those arms up overhead. Stand tall, elbow to knee. Add that twist. So we're working that spine a lot of different ways to warm it up. So make sure you're adding that twist. And then bringing it back. Now we're going to take an inchworm here. So you're going to come down, walk the hands out into plank, and then walk the hands back as the hips come up. Stand tall. Let's do that one more time. So come down, walk the hands out, plank, and then bring the hands back toward the feet and stand tall. Awesome. All right, let's go back to a march. We're going to speed that march up a little bit, or you're going to take it to a light jog. Getting everything warmed up. We're going to get our body, our heart rate up just a little bit more, and then stretch. So fast march or a good little jog. Start to breathe a little heavier here. Add a forward and back if you've got space to do that. And then let's come back and take it to half or full jacks. Jacking it up. There we go. Woo! Okay, 5 more. 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to come back to our march. Keep that march going. Start to bring your knees up a little bit here. So you're using the core muscles a little, and pump the arms. Steadying the breath just a bit here. Good. Now bringing those arms down by side, you're just going to walk on your heels to warm the ankles up. I kind of feel like it's a Frankenstein walk. Maybe that's what I should name it. And then come back to center. Take a big breath in, reach high. Hook those thumbs up high. Let's go side body. And then back to center. And take it the other way. And then back to center. Release those arms down, but clasp the hands behind the back and open up through the chest. Bring a little bend to the knees here. Take a breath in, gaze up a little bit more, stay for the exhale. Good, one more breath. And then release those arms down by the side to come to a quad stretch. Grabbing the top of the shoe. 3 rounds, 2 sets. I'm trying to not use rounds for it. 2 sets in each round. 5 exercises. We'll do them once, come back to them, and then move on to the next one. You guys know, you guys are regulars. Let's go into a wide stance and take a lateral lunge. Come back to center. Let's take it the other way. And then back to center. And then just a quick pause as I show you the first 5 exercises, starting out with just jumping jacks, okay? Then we're gonna go stay low and then stand tall. Stay low, stand tall, side to side. Next, push up to side plank. Oh yeah, so push up here, open up to a side plank. Or you can do on your knees, push up, open up, side plank, okay? You're gonna go side to side with that side plank. And then we're gonna finish with that running person. We're gonna really give it to us today by staying on one side and then taking a break and then going to the other side. All right, are you guys ready? It's officially time to start. Let's start with those jumping jacks, either half or full. So this HIIT workout, right? The goal is get the heart rate up and then rest for about 20 to 25 seconds. And then you go back to the next exercise. But you can keep this low impact, right? You can do it here. You can also alternate between low and high, depending on where you are. So take care of yourself this afternoon almost, but work hard too, right? We can do both of those things. We're getting the heart rate up right away. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So we're on our break. No, you can grab a drink anytime. You can take a longer break if you need it, but think 35 to 40 seconds on, 20 to 25 seconds off. So we're gonna keep that low stance, not a fast move, but we're working the legs. Here we go, side to side. And then you stand up tall, so stay low. Almost like we're in this little sneaky move. Keep the spine long as you sink, and then come tall. Really lengthen. Awesome, keep it going. About 10 seconds to go. Feel those legs. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're walking it out, we're breathing. We're gonna come down onto the floor and you're gonna do a push-up to open up side plank. You're on your knees or toes. Each one works great. So start to think about making your way down to the floor. We wanna set it up so that we have our fingers spread wide. You're either on knees or toes. And here we go. So push up and then open. So you're opening those hips up. Push up, other side. Your pace here. If you're on your knees, you're just gonna open into that modified side plank. Good, keep moving through it. You wanna try to keep those hips up when you come into the side plank. Try not to let them dip down too much. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we had to give the lower body a little break by doing something on the upper body, right? All right, you guys, maybe roll those shoulders out. So next up, we have this running person. I love this exercise. We're sprinting in place, basically. So keep one foot grounded. We're gonna really pump the arms. Back foot comes off, as the heel is off the ground. We just have the ball of foot down. Here we go. So you're just gonna reach back, tap each time, and you're bracing in place, basically. So you wanna bring that knee in, work the core. You're working the arms, the back, that standing leg. Everything's working here. That's why I love this. Plus, I think it's fun. I was never that great at track, but this makes me feel like I could be. Keep it going. Almost done on this side, then we get a quick break. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so that standing leg, wow, right? Let's tap it out. We're gonna take off on the other side in about 10 more seconds. So always helpful to have that grounded foot. Start with that heel off the ground. Get those arms ready to pump. Here we go. This side is always a little more challenging for me, balance-wise. Noticing, you know, one side of the body is a little different than the other in a lot of things that we do. Keep pumping the arms, keep grounding down through that standing leg. Woo! Halfway. Yes, halfway. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, because that side's harder for me, my standing leg on that side. Whew, got it. Okay, water, right? We got a little longer break. We're gonna go back to the top of round 1 and do all of that one more time before we move on. So keep breathing. We want to keep our body moving, just small movements is fine. We're going to give ourselves about 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go back, it's Monday. Okay, we're going to go back to our jumping jacks. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Woo, keep it going. Keep breathing, keep moving. Remember, half, side to side. 10 seconds. Speed it up if you can. 2, 1. Okay. I feel like whenever I say 10 seconds and then I feel like I say 2, like 2 seconds later, but somehow by this time I get done saying 10 seconds, it's that quick. Okay, so low, stay low, stealth move. And then we come up to standing. Are you ready? Here we go. Just side to side. Keep your core strong. You want to engage through the core here. Kind of this like mini squat almost to go side to side. Good, keep it going. Okay, 10 seconds. Let's see if we can really get 10 full seconds in here. I kind of said it early. 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice. So you guys know, next up, we're doing upper body. Working that core, push up to side plank. So keep the breath moving. We're gonna come down, knees or toes. Let's set it up. And when you're ready, here we go. Push up, open up, side plank. And then you're just gonna take it the other way. Keep it at your pace. Keep breathing. Keep working hard, knees or toes. We're getting close. 3, 2, and 1. All right, definitely harder the second time through. Okay, so we're making our way back up and saying this is good. We're up and down, we're moving our bodies. We're gonna go back to that running person. Start with whichever leg you'd like to. Move down through the foot, back heels off the ground. Got those runner arms. Here we go. Good. Bringing that knee in. And we're breathing here. Looking good out there. Keep it going. Just 10 seconds. You guys, we're working hard. We're getting a lot in on one side so that we can really feel it. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Little break. And then we'll take it to the other side and then we're checking off round 1. Keep breathing. Hopefully you're getting some of that good fresh air in wherever you are too. We're gonna set up the other foot. Find it nice and grounded. Get those arms ready. Here we go. So really working the core strength here too to help stabilize in this position. Good, keep going, 15 seconds here. Woo! 3, 2, 1, shake it out. Awesome, you guys, we got round 1 done. We've got a little bit longer break, so grab a drink and keep moving, keep breathing, okay? So, next up, really quick, option 1 with the first exercise is a squat drop or a drop side to side. Then we're gonna come down onto our backs. We're gonna do an alternating glute bridge. You're gonna bring one leg up, then the other as you lift the hips, right? Mountain climber, standing if you don't wanna be on the floor, or you're on the floor for mountain climber. Then we come back up, jab 2 ways. So you can step it, or you can hop it and you're gonna look at that jab. And then we come back down onto the floor to do some bicycles. So we're gonna kind of be all over the place. We're starting in 10 seconds because I've been talking enough. And we're gonna go to those squat drops or squat side to side. Good, here we go. So if you're still catching your breath, you might wanna start with that squat side to side and slow it down a little bit. Or maybe you just are staying here, this is great. Side to side, sink it down. Keep that core strong and that spine. 1. Good job. Just keep sinking. Feel the strength in the legs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my mat real quick. We're gonna go to that alternating glute bridge, which means we're gonna come down onto our backs to come into that bridge type pose with the knees up. You're gonna have your arms down by your side, feet planted. You're just gonna alternate. Are you ready? Let's do it. Up and then down, other side. So the side that the foot is planted, you're squeezing the glute to lift, right? You wanna really squeeze and press into that foot. You can have a little bend in that opposite leg. It's just kind of, you're just kind of pushing it up with the squeeze. You got it. You're gonna keep moving through this. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you're gonna do mountain climber on the floor with me, you're gonna stay right here. We're just taking a break. You can always move yourself up to standing and go elbow to knee, okay? So, we're gonna set up, make sure those wrists are underneath the shoulders. If you've got your fingertips spread wide. And your pace with mountain climber. Here we go, knee in. Hips are staying in line with the shoulders as much as possible. And you're just taking it in and then back. You're climbing the mountain. And it's a really sheer mountain because we're going straight up. Woo! You got this. We're gonna count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Drop the knees down and you can take your break down here if you want. We're gonna slowly make our way up to standing. Oh, you guys, we always work hard. So we're always gonna be happy when it's done, but we're working hard, feeling good. So next up, we're back to those jabs. So you can step it or you can hop it. But I want you to look where you're jabbing. You know, imagine you're making contact. Here we go. So it's quick side to side, lateral movement, jab it out. Feel that shoulder, bicep working. If you want to add a hop, you can do that. Either way, let's try to stay light on the feet, strong with the arms. Woo! This is kind of a fun one, right? 3, 2, and and 1. All right. We get to go back down to the floor, but let's bring the heart rate down just a little bit. We're just going to do those traditional bicycles on the floor. Okay. How's your breath? How's your heart rate? Can we come down? If you need to take a little bit longer, please do that. Otherwise, setting up, elbows out, soft fingertips. You're just going to start elbow to knee. Keep the chest up. And you can either do a heel drop here, or you can press that leg away. Getting this good core in. You got this, keep it going. Counting it down. 3, 2, 1. And you know, that's the end of set 1 of round 2. So you can just lay here if you want. We're halfway through the workout, almost, right? But we're gonna go ahead and come back up slowly. Grab a drink. I should say halfway through the hard part, so we get that little extra time for cool down. So grab a drink and walk it out. We're gonna give ourselves a little time to just get that heart rate down, catch your breath, and then that way we're feeling really strong to go start back at the top of this particular round. Maybe grabbing 1 or 2 drinks and then keeping your body moving. All right, you guys, we are doing awesome. I like to continue to compliment us on how hard we're working. We're gonna start back at the top with that squat side to side or squat drop right in the middle. We've got about 10 seconds to go. So take a couple deep breaths here maybe. Really fill up. Good, let's do that maybe 1 more time. And now we're going to go to that squat side to side or squat drop. So your choice, you're either going side to side or you're going to go right down the middle, drop back. So Wednesday is the day that I teach 4 classes. They're all a little bit different, or Monday, I should say. Monday's the day I teach. So when I'm done with my Fitbit, I'm like, I could literally just like lay on the couch the rest of the day. I don't, but it's amazing how many steps I get in. Woo! Sink it down. 3, 2, and 1. All right, nice. So after this, we're gonna go to that alternating glute bridge, but we're gonna walk it out just a bit first. And then when you're ready, make your way down onto the floor, keeping it at where you want to be. So if you need a little bit more time, take it. Plant the feet. Arms are planted. Let's go. If you're ready, you're lifting and lowering. Squeeze. Put that attention on your glute and on the heel. Yeah, you got it. Woo! Keep it going. We have, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so remember we have mountain climber next, so we can just stay low and take our break seated. Why not? We'll set it up here in just a second. Let me set up so I can see the timer. Last mountain climber, you guys, and I don't even think we have any more push-ups or anything. So we can do this, right? Set it up. Here we go. Bring that knee in, use the core, strong arms. Feel the shoulders supporting here too. Fifteen seconds. Two, 1, and done. All right, nice. And we're getting back up and down, up and down. Okay, next up, we have that fun jab, two times each way. You can add a hop or make it a step. We're gonna give ourselves just another few seconds here to bring that heart rate down. And then that way we can really go strong here. All right, ready? Here we go. So you're either stepping quickly side to side or adding that hop. Look where you're jabbing. Turn and go. Getting some good lateral movement in today's class. Want some side to side. We've got 5 seconds to go. And that's done. All right, so last thing we have is our bicycles. So we'll hold for a moment before we come back down onto the floor. And then we'll finish up round 2 with bicycles. Yay! That means we're zipping through this. Okay, you guys ready? Let's come down onto the floor. Have those elbows out. Keep it soft with the fingertips. Here we go. Side to side. Keep moving your breath. Where are we? We've got about 15 seconds to go. We know a little 18 seconds. We can do this. Stay strong. Woo! Slow it down or speed it up. 3, 2, and 1. Yes, okay. Round 2 is done, you guys. Nice job. Okay, so take a little longer break. So we're coming back down onto the floor. So I'm going to show you a couple of quick ones. First, we're going to do a squat to alternating lunge, but since I'm already on the floor, I'm going to show you these. We're going to do clamshells today. I haven't done those in a while. So you can support here with your hands, or you can come all the way down. You want your hips stacked, knees out in front, feet stay together. We're really going to work the exterior, the gluteus maximus here. Lift and lower clamshell. We're going to do a few on one side and then switch to the other side. Then we'll stand back up. And then we're going to come to plank hip dip. So we're working the core here too. Forearms, knees, or toes. You're just going to drop one hip down, back. The other hip down, back. So you can do that on the toes too, right? Or on the knee. Yeah, on the knees is what I meant to say. Knees or toes. And then we're going to do a little metronome work for the core. So you're going to have a 90-degree bend in the knees. You're going to have a teed arms, and you're just going to drop the knees to one side, back to the center, to the other side, back to the center. Okay, the knees don't have to come all the way to the floor. And if that starts to bother your back, because some of these core things might, you could just do some crunches up the middle if that's your preference. So we got a little bit of standing and a little bit on the floor again. We'll start standing. It's just going to be a squat, and then you can either step forward or step back. So it's squat to lunge, squat to lunge, or you can take that lunge to the back. All right, one more quick drink for me, and then we are going to start. We're going to get through this, and we're going to feel awesome when we're finished. We're feeling awesome now. So here we go. Let's start it. Squat to lunge. So your pace here, you're just going between a squat and a lunge. No, you can step forward with the lunge or step back to lunge. But the whole time, you're noticing those legs are kind of almost under tension the whole time. Whew. Very effective. Good thing we get to come down onto the floor after this. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my, okay, shake the legs out if you need to, and then walk it out. Whew, that was definitely a good strength awakening for the legs. All right, coming down onto your side. We're gonna take about 30 seconds on one side, and then we'll take a moment to switch. So you want your hips set, knees out in front, your feet are together. When you're ready, you're just gonna lift and lower. So the feet stay together, right? You're working the outside of the glutes here. Lift and lower. I think maybe we'll do 20 on one side and then do 20 on the other. So I'm guessing, because I didn't start counting, that we're at about 10. So let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we're gonna sit up and then we're gonna just take it to the other side. So everybody has their opinions on what the best exercises are for your glutes, but this one does come up on a lot of people's top lists. So I was like, we're gonna do some clamshells. So you want to do the same thing, hips are stacked, ready? Keeping those feet together, it's open and back. So we haven't done them much, but I started doing my little research and I'm like, we need to do these. Gotta do a few of them to make it, to really feel it. So that was 10, we got 10 more, we can do this, 10. I feel like after 10 is when you really start to feel it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna press ourselves up. Our heart rate's pretty low now, so we're not gonna take much of a break before we jump into doing our imaginary jump rope. So standing up, making sure you're standing, that you're feeling good, maybe roll the shoulders, and then here we go. We're jumping rope, however you wanna do it. Not as much cardio in round 3. So this is one of them that you could say you're gonna bring the heart rate up by taking it a little bit higher. You can either move around, do a little moving jump rope. Got 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and walk it out. Walk it out. So we got the heart rate back up a little bit, good. We're gonna come down onto the floor to do those plank hip dips next. You can see. So let's make our way down. Forearm plank, unless you really want to do tall arms, I like a forearm plank for this. You're either on knees or toes. And then you're just gonna do a little dip to one side, back to center. A little dip to the other side and back. So you're just one side to side. Now, the other thing here, if you're not feeling the hip dips, you're just gonna hold in plank. Wherever you are, keep the crown of the head forward. See if you can bring that navel up toward the spine a little bit more, and then keep moving your breath. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna stay on the floor. Maybe come to seated for a moment. Next up, we're gonna do that metronome. So we're gonna do legs at a 90-degree bend. We're gonna be on our backs. We want the arms to be cactus or teed out. So you find your shoulders nice and stable here. You don't want to drop those knees so far down that you're popping the shoulder up too much. So 90-degree bend, really lock in the core. Feel the shoulders ground. You're gonna go to one side and then the other. I think I'm gonna tee my arms to feel a little more stable here. One side and the other. Just side to side. Just dropping the knees down. You're taking the time to just get to where you want to be and then using that core strength to lift the legs back up. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, you guys plant the feet. You have a longer break and we only have one more round to go. Right on time, we're at 35 minutes of working hard. We're gonna do about 5 to 6 more minutes of hard work and then stretch it out. Woo! Yay! Okay, grab a drink. We're gonna head back to the top in about 30 more seconds. So keep walking it out, keep breathing, and if you need another drink, we want to finish strong, right? I mean, we've been doing this, you're probably a little fatigued. We're taking this little break so we can go strong for our last 5 minutes. Okay, so if you're ready, maybe add a little dance move or just keep moving. We're gonna go back to that squat to lunge, which I really felt last time. All right, we're gonna set up those feet and here we go. So side to side with your lunge. We're staying pretty low through the whole thing. Pressing back into the squat. Whew. Awesome, stay with it. Just over halfway. We want to feel this, right? We're feeling it. Sometimes these slower ones are actually the hardest ones. Oh my goodness. Okay, count it down. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake it out if you need to, and walk it out too. Okay, so we're gonna come back onto the mat and we'll do 20 clamshells on each side. So starting on whichever side you want to. Remember, you can hold your head with your elbow, or with your hand if you like, or lay. Stack the hips, make sure those feet are together. And then here we go, open and back. So you wanna be intentional about that lift and lower. All right, we're gonna do 15 this time, 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, up to seated. Rotating to the other side. And then taking the time to make sure everything's all set up. Hips stacked, feet together, and here we go. So 15 on the side. I mean, that means we did a total of 35 on each side. I think that's pretty good, right? We have 7 to go. Four, 3, 2, last one. All right, we're gonna make our way back up our last little cardio burst, having some fun with our jump rope on this sunny spring day. So we're gonna start that in about 5 seconds. Just keep moving. Pump that heart rate back up. All right, here we go. Jump rope here, 40 seconds. Last burst of cardio. Crossovers, yes. Just over halfway. Count it down, about 7 seconds to go. And done. All right, good job, walk it out. We're going to those plank hip dips. I have a feeling we're gonna feel a little bit of core and a little bit of glutes tomorrow, trying a few of these new exercises. sort of isolating some of the muscles that are a little more challenging to get to. So coming into plank on knees or toes. If you're on your knees, you're just doing a little dip to the side. On the toes, here we go. Remember, if you're doing this and it's not feeling okay, just hold in plank. We don't want to do anything that might be uncomfortable, right? I mean, we want to be uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Just take care of your body, dip the hips down or hold in plank. Woo! 2 more. And then drop the knees if you haven't already. And we're going to slowly make our way onto our backs. We're just going to do about 30 seconds of these metronomes so that we have time to stretch because we're over already our 40-minute mark. So T or cactus. I tried cactus the first time. I think I like T better because it feels a little more rounded. 90-degree bend. Here we go. It's down, back up, side to side. Excellent. Keep it going. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Last one. And then go ahead and plant the feet. And let's just stay right here. Woo! You guys are awesome. Let's give our hips a little stretch because we're down here on the floor and reach one leg up and cross the ankle over the knee. Bring that opposite thigh in if you want to deepen it. Hold it here. Okay, we really did work hard. We finished at like 41 and 30 seconds. So good job today. Thanks for showing up. I know it's a beautiful day, but I appreciate you guys coming and being part of this workout. Let's take that hip stretch to the other side. As always, back on Wednesday with yoga. Kendra's here on Friday with weights. All right, so let's bring those knees in toward the chest. Hold on to either shin and then just rock a little side to side massage out that lower back. And then bring your arms and legs up toward the ceiling. We're coming to like a version of dead bug and just make a few circles with your wrists and ankles. And then you're going to bring the knees in. We're going to come up to seated, maybe roll up, and then we're going to come all the way up to standing. We have time for just a little bit more stretching. So let's stretch it out, taking a big breath in. Tee the arms wide on the exhale. Take a breath here to lengthen, and then just an open arm twist over to the right. So reach the fingertips long in opposite directions. So just twist to that upper rib cage. Let's come back to center, and then take that twist the other way. Good, come back to center. Take a breath in to reach high and then hook the thumbs. Now we come more like side body stretch. And back to center. Take it the other way. Bringing it back to center. We'll take a breath in, lengthen the fingertips up, and then bend the knees, coming into a forward fold. Let the upper body hang here. So bend in the knees to release the lower back. Maybe adding that sway side to side. Okay, can you press through the feet and slowly roll all the way back up to a standing position? And then we'll come to a quad stretch. So standing tall, you're gonna grab the top of one shoe. Now bring that knee up. We're gonna come into gentleman's pose. We'll give those hips just a little bit more stretch. If you can sink down here, even holding on to something to allow you to sink down works. Standing back up nice and tall, drop that foot down, opposite leg comes up. Oh, sorry, quad stretch first. Got ahead of myself. Quad stretch first. And now that knee comes up and cross it over. Great way to start your Monday, everyone. So thanks again for coming. Always feels great to work out with a steel cage crowd. Okay, bring that leg back up. Let's go ahead and bring the feet a little bit wider. We'll finish up with a little lateral lunge, one way. And then take it the other way. I hope you guys have a fantastic week and are able to enjoy the weather and have a great work week as well. Come back to center. One more breath in, reach high, and exhale it out. Woo! Awesome job. Woo! High five to you guys. Thanks for coming, and I hope you have a great week. Yay.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. Have a good one, Anna and Lynette. Oh.
Yep.
Anna.
Thanks, Julie.
Yep, see ya. Have a good one. Oh, Stephanie's on. Okay, Anna popped up. Okay, see you
Sorry.
later.
See ya.
Bye. Bye, Stephanie.
Hi.
Thanks for coming.